Our first speech is by a new member of the club. Karen Hadfield has worked in a number of charities and currently is a support worker supporting people with learning disabilities. Karen's speech is an after-dinner speech and it will last about 10 minutes. And I would ask you to welcome Karen to the lectern.
Madam President, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen. When I first received the call from Madam President, I was flattered and then embarrassed. It seemed that our esteemed leader had made her request and then realised she had rung the wrong number. She had indeed meant to ring Kay, not Karen. After much deliberation on her part, and quite frankly, begging on mine, it was agreed I could do it, with very strict guidelines. Sharon very assertively but charmingly said, "Now look here, Thingamajig, it is a toast to the guests, so it has to be all about support and friendship." Well, that was the second time in this very short conversation that I had been completely scuppered. You see, ladies and gentlemen, in my life I have had very few friends. Much fewer than that. Warmer. But then I remembered Penelope. Now, she is the nicer of the two and the one that's not in prison. Penna's recently sent me an email, one of those very slushy, sentimental ones about friendship. But it did end with this pearl of wisdom. A friend will help you move. A really good friend will help you move a body. And that is exactly why my other friend, Maxine, is incarcerated. Oh, but I do have a beautiful new patio. We may be lucky enough to have friends, but at different stages in our lives and for various reasons, we may find ourselves lacking friendship and support. Now this may lead to loneliness. Loneliness has been described as a social pain. It is an emotional mechanism to alert us to isolation and to motivate us into searching for social connections. Easier said than done. Recently, when the weather was particularly windy, I was walking home and at a corner met with a little old lady. We started discussing the devastation that the wind had produced and then just talked and chatted in general. 10 minutes later we separated, but not before she had smiled and said, "Thank you for talking to me." Now this got me thinking, in our busy lifestyles and our hectic schedules, could we all take out 10 minutes of our time to talk to a stranger and perhaps just ease somebody's pain? So, how do we go about making these social connections? How do we make new friends? Many have turned to the internet. Penna's and Maxine have both dabbled searching for friendships, but they're concerned that not everybody is looking for just friends. Does a friend really need to know what you are wearing? Still, Maxine never hears from them again when she replies, "Prison overalls." Friendship can come in many different guises. After all, they do say, a dog can be a man's best friend. Now, I've longed for a puppy, but decided I need to finish house training the husband before I move on. Friendship and support are inexorably linked, but sometimes we just need plain old support. I've been having problems with my internet providers and had many, oh so many, frustrating telephone conversations with the technical support team. Now, can anyone tell me, how technical do you have to get to advise someone? Have you tried turning it off, counting to 10 and turning it back on again? Once I do get online, I've now found out that you can be supported to lose weight through various supermarket sites. You simply put in your details about your lifestyle and eating habits, and they match you up with an exercise and diet plan. I was mortified when the message came back, sorry, no matches for a sedentary curry, chocolate and Chardonnay diet. I tried again, lying profusely, and it came back with a fantastic, guaranteed loss. It was so fantastic, it guaranteed £7. Yes, £7 loss every week. £2 for your subscription and £5 to have your celery, lettuce and laxatives delivered to your door. Now, I have been experiencing mechanical problems with my car, so I decided to join the AA for practical support. I could not understand why I had to meet them in a village hall and sit in a circle. In your own time. We started introducing ourselves. When it came to my turn, I stood and declared, "My name is Karen. I am not an alcoholic, but I am having problems with my alternator." Unsurprisingly, I was asked to leave. I sought solace in the quaint village pub. Unfortunately, half the group decided to join me. What a night! This is for the ladies. I cannot ignore the support that we need the most. We don't always want to admit it, can come to resent it, and often discard it. But the support that we could not possibly function without is, of course, Lycra. Yes, Lycra. Where would we be without magic knickers, body shapers, bras that lift and separate, and those passion-killing 60 denier support tights? You see, Jim, you just can't get them off quickly enough. We know where we'd be. Yep. Trussed up and encased in whalebone and throbbing varicose veins. With or without Lycra, it would be impossible to live our lives without support. Whether this comes from family and friends, helplines, the internet, or shared interests. Please remember, if you need support, ask for it. If support is offered, take it. If your support is needed, give it. We acknowledge and appreciate the support given to us by our guests who are not members. We really do understand the immense suffering that comes with knowing a speaker. You are always our first and most enthusiastic audience. For members of other clubs who have chosen to be with us tonight, we really do appreciate and value your support. I would now like to ask the members of South Manchester Speakers Only to rise.
We will.
Nobody listens. The toast is To our guests.
To our guests.
Can I have the time for that?
Carriage spoke for 9 minutes and 20 seconds.